Today I'm going to be showing you 3 different ways to spice up your gift wrapping for this holiday season. The first thing we're going to do is these watercolor gift bags. So I picked up a pack of white gift bags from the Dollar Tree and mixed some acrylic paint with some water, just in whatever I'd be able to hold them in. I used red apple and Christmas green, of course, to get into the spirit. And you're just going to take a brush, whatever size and shape you want, and just sort of have at it. Mind you, I am definitely not a painter or in any way talented when it comes to painting, so I just sort of did an abstract sort of deal. I'm sure if you're a little more savvy with watercolors, this will probably look a lot better for you, but I made 2 different designs. This one kind of has almost all the white covered. The other one is kind of more of a swirly design. But essentially this can be whatever you want. I also think this is a really great gift to do, or like an activity to do with little kids for Christmas, to sort of get them involved in wrapping their Christmas presents, and just have fun family time, since it is in fact the holiday season. You're going to want to let these dry after they're done. I just sort of set them aside for about 10 minutes before I started drawing on them, and for this one I just took a Sharpie marker and wrote Merry Christmas across it. You could also take some black paint, which is what I did for the other one, where I wrote Joy to the World. And here's how they look like. I think it's definitely unique. It's very different wrapping. This next one is a custom box. So I just kind of Googled takeout boxes, and I found this picture. I copied it and put it into a Word document. And I just printed it on a thick piece of cardstock. That way it'd have a little bit more stability. So once that's out, I flipped it over to the back and I added this fun red holographic paper, just so that it had more of a festive look to it. All I did was take a glue stick and run it up the back. I haven't used a glue stick in a long time, and I crinkled it up quite a bit, but just make sure you lay it flat and press out all the air bubbles so that it's nice and pretty. And you don't have to worry so much about the edges, since you're really just cutting out the centerpiece. And once you have that completely adhered, you're going to go back to the front side of the paper and cut out the shape so that you have it the red box shape, just like this. Now you're just going to want to fold on every single one of these lines. If you want a different shape for your box, just sort of follow whatever templates you've found on the internet. Alright, so I have this all cut up, and of course I want it to fit together really nicely, so I have to cut out one of the triangles in each of the corners. So it should look a little something like this, and you're just going to want to fold it in with the corner and use that to glue it together. So I'm just going to take my glue gun or glue stick to glue in those sides, and once it's all done, it'll look like this. And you can put something small in here, probably jewelry, possibly put a little bow on top just to sort of make it look a little prettier, but I definitely think this is a fun, festive, custom Christmas box. Lastly, I'm going to be doing one of my first duct tape projects on this channel and making a gift card holder out of duct tape. I found this festive duct tape at the Dollar Tree, of course, the one and only, and I measured out my card and realized it was a little over 3 inches long, so I ended up making this duct tape square, a duct tape sheet that's about 5 inches long, and make sure it goes all the way to the 5-inch mark. Mine was just a little too short, and I ended up having to modify just a little bit to make sure the card fit in, so definitely take it all the way to the 5. Make sure you cut off any excess pieces and clean up the edges with an X-Acto knife. I'm doing this on a self-healing cutting mat so that I don't ruin the table. I rent this place, you know. Once you have all the edges all cleaned up, you're going to want to peel it off and flip it over to this so the sticky side is up. And you're going to take more duct tape and layer it on in the same direction, hopefully, as the back. You can take some non-stick scissors after you've done this and cut off all of the overhanging edges. That way it makes a perfect square. Just like this. Once that's done, you're going to want to follow this pattern where you sort of fold in the two sides together so that the points meet in the middle and the bottom point up. And you're just going to want to adhere this with some more duct tape and slide your card right in. I'm just using my Starbucks card because I thought it matched pretty well. You can choose to fold the envelope top portion inside, or if you want it to be a little bit easier, you can just add a tiny piece of tape to the top and fold it over so that it sticks. And that's essentially everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see some more of my videos and DIY ideas, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in the coming weeks. Thanks, and bye.